Mastery is a skill or power through which anything in the world can be achieved. If you know how to do something that no one else around you can do with perfection, then you have mastery in that work. And because of this, you can become famous all over the world. Mastery never comes from doing something just once. You have to do that work repeatedly with the same dedication. Only then do you become an expert at it. If you look at the stories of famous people around the world, you'll see that all of them are masters in their field. Hardly anyone else can do that work the way they do, but they didn't achieve mastery in their field by doing it just once. They have spent days and nights practicing that work and putting in hard effort. Only then did they achieve mastery in their field. Today's book, Mastery by Robert Greene, is all about this. By watching this video till the end, you'll understand how you can achieve mastery in any field. Chapter 1. Find your inner calling and talent. Nowadays, everyone is caught up in herd mentality. Whatever one person does, others jump into the race to do the same thing without giving it any thought. Even if they succeed in that work or not, it doesn't matter. Let's understand with an example. Suppose a student is studying science and is doing well in it. After studying science, he also gets a good job with a great salary. Now, that student has a younger brother. Seeing the elder brother's success, their parents also enrolled the younger one in science. But the younger brother is not able to do well in science. He barely manages to get passing marks in exams as well. When the parents enrolled him in science, they didn't consider his interest, nor did the student himself look at what he was interested in, and the result turned out to be very poor. Who knows? Maybe the younger brother is good at reading and writing Hindi. Maybe he's interested in writing stories and poems. Or perhaps he cooks well. He could have become a great chef, earned millions, and made a name for himself in the world. But neither he nor his parents paid attention to this talent of his. As a result, he ends up getting stuck with a boring degree after taking admission in a private college. That's why we should only do the work that interests us and brings us happiness. Because when we are talented at something, we do that work with great joy and perfection. There's no chance of getting bored, and mastery is achieved quite easily. Chapter 2. Learning matters more than short-term success. This is something we should never forget. There are no shortcuts to success, and if you achieve success quickly with little effort, it won't last long term. To achieve success, you have to work extremely hard and dedicate yourself day and night. Many people want success, but they don't want to put in the effort. Even if someone does work hard, they start dreaming of getting rewards in a short time. And when that dream isn't fulfilled, they abandon the work halfway. Let's understand this with an example. Suppose someone starts a blog to earn money. Now, according to him, income should start coming in 4 or 5 months. But does it really happen like that? If you have knowledge of blogging, you'll know that a blog doesn't even rank for the first 6 months. At least 1 or 2 years are spent just in learning. That's why, in the initial months, you should focus only on learning, and once you master the skill, you will undoubtedly earn good money. Some people use wrong methods to make quick money, which ends up causing them losses. If you plant a mango tree today, it doesn't start bearing fruit within 4 or 5 months. It takes at least 1 or 2 years for the tree to bear fruit. Until then, you have to take care of the tree. You also need to provide it with good fertilizer, water, and protect it from storms. But once the tree starts bearing fruit, not only you, but also the people around you can enjoy the fruits. That's why you should always focus on long-term success and never shy away from hard work. Chapter 3. Find a mentor. Everyone knows that without a mentor, you can't achieve success, no matter which field you work hard in. If you look at your life from the beginning, you'll see that at every stage, you need a mentor. When a child is born, he needs his parents to sit, eat, drink, and walk. It's their parents who teach them all these things. After that, when the child grows a little older, they learn to speak. Even speaking is taught by their parents. That's why it's said that a person's first mentors in life are their parents. Now, when the child goes to school, they find mentors in the form of teachers who teach them reading and writing as well as how to live in society. Similarly, when you start a career, you need a mentor who can guide you, share some ways to succeed in that field, and bring discipline into your life. You must have heard about Alexander the Great. Have you ever wondered how he managed to conquer half the world at such a young age? Alexander the Great's mentor was Aristotle. He was a great philosopher. It was because of him that Alexander's hidden talent was able to come out. Because it was he who taught Alexander about warfare, the philosophy of being a good ruler, geography, and all these things. It was because he gained so much knowledge in such a short time that Alexander was able to conquer half the world in so little time. That's why, whenever you start your career in any field, make sure to take the help of a mentor. Chapter 4. Think of innovative ways to live life. You must have heard the famous dialogue from the Bollywood movie Ye Jawani Hai Diwani. Study till 22, get a job at 25, get a girl at 26, have kids at 30, retire at 60, and then wait for death. This dialogue talks about the rules set by society about how you should live your life, which is what most people are actually doing. Most people in this world are living this same boring life. But if we want to achieve mastery, we have to think innovatively. Something that is a little different from the rules set by the world. Thinking innovatively doesn't mean that you just start trying to do anything that comes to mind, even if you have no interest in it. First of all, recognize your talent, see what you actually enjoy doing. Surely there must have been something you liked doing as a child that brought you a lot of happiness. But over time, and out of fear of dialogues like, this won't put food on the table, or you can't earn money from this, you probably left that hobby behind. But you can turn that very hobby into your profession. Your small and simple hobby can give your life a new direction and identity. All you need is to recognize your talent and come up with a new, innovative idea. Chapter 5. Children are problem solvers. Have you ever noticed a small child? Little children ask a lot of questions. At first, everyone enjoys answering them out of interest, but they keep asking one question after another without any hesitation. And some people, getting irritated, either make the child quiet or simply walk away from there. If you give a toy to a small child, they quickly take it apart, trying to find out what's inside and how it works. Children have a great curiosity to know and learn anything new. Children want to know about everything, from the smallest to the biggest things. Before starting any task, children don't overthink, nor do they hold back from doing something out of fear of society. But as soon as we grow up, the rules made by society are imposed on us, and then we also start doing the same things that everyone else in society does. For example, after college, we take up a boring job, even if that job brings neither happiness nor any interest. Maybe we like singing or dancing, but out of fear of what people will say, we suppress our interest and do a job where we're just getting by in life. That's why we should think like children and act like them too. Before starting any work, we should think only about our own interests. If you're facing any problem, you shouldn't hesitate to ask anyone questions to find a solution to that problem. Chapter 6. Train your mind to solve problems. Instead of focusing on problems, focus on solutions. Train your mind in such a way that whenever a problem arises before you, instead of panicking, your mind immediately starts looking for a solution to solve that problem. There's no need to explain how difficult the time of COVID-19 was for the entire world. Many people even lost their jobs. But there are also some people who, instead of panicking during this difficult time, used their minds, started startups, and today they are all doing quite well in their lives. Some people who once worked jobs themselves are now providing employment to many others. Now, you won't become a problem solver out of thin air. For this, you will need to stay curious. You will have to develop an attitude of learning new things. You will need to read books and watch videos. You should read the biographies of successful people. All of this will ensure that you always have some idea for dealing with any problem. Not only will you become a master at your work, but whenever a problem arises in the future, you'll be able to find a solution in no time. So isn't this what it means to gain expertise in your work? Chapter 7. Techniques for problem solving. Whenever a problem arises in our life, we have two solutions. First, worry so much about the problem that you end up falling into depression. Second, instead of focusing on the problem, start thinking about how to find a solution. You should never think about a problem emotionally. Instead, you should think about it calmly and logically. Ask yourself, is the problem really so big that you should ruin your health by worrying about it all day, or would it be better to talk it out and resolve it? This way, you will be able to find a solution to your problem. Otherwise, by constantly thinking about the problem, you will only harm your health and waste your time, which will make it difficult for you to focus on your work. By following all these tips, we can master any one skill and create a unique identity for ourselves in the world. I hope you enjoyed today's video. You will find the link to the books in the video description. If you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe for more book summaries and life lessons like this. Keep learning together. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.